All right, let's talk about when do we use semicolons. The first one is to join related independent clauses. So that's when you have two clauses that could be standalone sentences, each on their own, but you can join them with semicolons. This is the most frequently tested use of the semicolon on the ACT and SAT, but there's another way to use semicolons that's also important for you to know. That's to separate items in a list when the list items already use commas. This usage is less commonly tested on the ACT and SAT, but it has appeared before, so it's good to feel really confident about both. All right, the first one, to join related independent clauses. And here is the really nice template to keep in mind. You've got an independent clause, semicolon, and a related independent clause. So here's an example. The first independent clause is, the bit of French I had taken in high school began pouring from my mouth. And the second independent clause is, speaking the language would only become more natural over the course of the semester. Now these are two independent clauses, and we can join them into one sentence using the semicolon. So let's look at that formula again, independent clause, semicolon, related independent clause, and we put those two clauses together into one sentence. The bit of French I had taken in high school began pouring from my mouth, semicolon. Speaking the language would only become more natural over the course of the semester. All right, let's go over that second way to use semicolons, and that's to separate items in a list when the list items already use commas. So here's an example. Here are list items. I went to the store, and there were shiny, ripe apples, small, sweet, juicy grapes, and firm pears. So those first two list items, here's one and here's two, because they have commas in them, if we wanted to make a whole list of those items, it would be incorrect to make that list without semicolons, because it just become kind of hard to tell one list item from another. So like this is the first one, it's already got commas in it, so these additional commas make it kind of hard to tell what's going on. So that's why semicolons come to the rescue. I bought shiny ripe apples, semicolon, small sweet juicy grapes, semicolon, and firm pears. All right, there's a recap. When do we use semicolons? Well, we join them in related independent clauses. I have a big test tomorrow, semicolon. I can't go out tonight. Richard likes cake, semicolon. Susan likes salad. And the second use is to separate items in the list. So here's another example. This week's winners are Janet from Austin, Texas, semicolon, Dean from Detroit, Michigan, semicolon, and Aaron from Sacramento, California. All right, so that's when you use semicolons. Thanks very much.